So, hello. Today I'm gonna try to go through some exam questions and we can learn from the process together. So, if you have not read the question, make sure you pause this video to uh take a good look at it. But since I already read the question, so we're gonna get started real quick. So, we need to decide an output string based on what the value is. So we probably would use a if-else structure. So let's get started with that. So it says if value is equal to 1, then it should be low. But let's worry about inside of a square bracket later. Uh, um, and if it's not low, then optimal gonna be uh, greater than oh, common mistake. If you just came out of math exams, make sure the greater or equal to look like this. Um, so it's gonna be greater than 2 and less than 4, but it's inclusive, so make sure it's you have the equal sign in it. And if it's not low or and not also optimal as well, then it must be high. So let's have an else to catch it out because it's a only possibility, so we can just do else. Now that how can we get an output from this if statement? Because well, you can try to define an output string here, but you can see that doesn't work because you won't be able to access out beyond this bracket, the bracket, and similar below. If I try to say this is optimal, well, because this line actually never we never get there if we're here, so we never actually defined out. So well, that doesn't work. And um, of course, it doesn't work here, but I'm gonna write it, and this is a quick way to fix it. I will show you in a bit. So instead of defining here, we can define over here, and well, we don't know the value yet, so we can say it's an empty string. Now at this end of the curly bracket, it's gonna have the correct value because we're changing it to what we want. And now we can use out in our return statement. So we have to print our device name first as the question asked. And then there's some stuff you can just copy over. Like you will notice that this part is always the same. Um, so you're just gonna do uh, this, just copy over, and then just conveniently use the alt, which is defined right here. So how do we test the function? Well, each value classification must be tested, and um, and that's noticeable that we have the three branches. So we just have to fit a branch that's the first one's gonna make this one true, and second one's gonna make this one true, and then uh, you also want to make neither of them true. That's saying it's high. So it should be very simple. We can just says it should print something, so we just using the print. We can do motion like the suggested optimal. You know, what should be a good value for optimum? Well, how about 3? It's right in the middle, and we gotta actually call the function. So we're gonna use the value first, then the device name, which is motion. So common pitfall. This have to be matched to this. It has to be capitalized, stuff like that. And Um, the other test cases are similar. You can, if it's low, you want to make it one, and if it's high, you want to make it five. All right, that's it about this question.